everyone, it's V from Casually Fragrant. Today I'm going to be doing a review of two fragrances from Stories Parfums. I was introduced to Stories Parfums from Centrique. These were all purchased from Centrique. There was a virtual event that Centrique hosted actually with the founder and designer of Stories by Lisa Grace, and that is Tonya Kidbags, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Tonya is from Northern Ireland, and she came onto this virtual event with a history of the fragrances, talking about the notes. I learned so much. It was such an informative session and so much fun as well. They actually sent ahead of time these two samples, so we were able to try out the fragrances beforehand, and also during the virtual event, which I thought was very cool. So they, all of the fragrances and products, and I wanted to mention the hand and body lotion as well, from Stories they're all cruelty free, there's no parabens, there's no plastic used, and they're all made with recyclable material, which I thought was great. And one of the first things that Tonya said was to spray the perfume on your skin. And then, how do you feel and connect emotionally with the notes? And it was really nice to kind of be brought back into my love of perfume and to kind of just sit back and have someone guide me through the experience. And so I let the fragrance settle on my skin, and for me, when I sprayed Stories #1, the first thing that came to mind was a comforting scent for me, actually. And it was Stories #1 is actually supposed to represent going from a dark place to a light place, and it has some uplifting notes. And one of the things that was explained during the event was to not place restrictions on yourself on any notes that you might not like as much or anything like that. And it was kind of important for me to hear that, because I tend to ignore fragrances that have orange blossom in it, actually, and I did not realize that this actually had orange blossom in it, and so that's a note that I feel like can be challenging to me, but it's important to note to give fragrances still a chance. I ended up actually going back and purchasing the 15 ml from the two. I absolutely loved #1. And it comes in a number of different sizes, and this was kind of the travel size with a cap here. It's a spray, which I prefer, and this is 15 ml. And the notes are actually listed on the on here, so I'm just going to read them from here. It has citrus notes of bergamot. Let's see if it's focusing in there. A bergamot, grapefruit, and orange blossom, with cedarwood, some jasmine, heliotrope, and a fig tea accord, as well as amber, sandalwood, and a touch of vetiver. And I definitely get the heliotrope in this with bergamot and grapefruit. This is a beautiful scent. It's not too sweet at all. I normally gravitate towards sweet fragrances, but it's a beautiful floral with some citrus in it, and I find that it's like absolutely beautiful for spring and summer. I will definitely be reaching for it. It's an elegant scent, and I just it really kind of spoke to me about hearing the story about it and everything, and it was just so great. And I actually went back and later purchased the hand and body lotion, and it comes with this pump, which is super hygienic. I love when skincare comes with a pump. I much prefer it than dipping your fingers into something. And this here is actually, it will make this scent more intense if you layer it with this. You can wear this on its own. It actually does project quite a bit, and it's got the similar scent profile, and it's very moisturizing. It has shea butter, aloe vera, almond oil, cocoa butter, marula, seed oil, and it's just such a wonderful scent. I'm just gonna do a quick little, I should have, let's see here, I should have tried this before. There we go. And it's just so beautifully creamy. Moisturizing. Everything's totally gonna fall in the back, that's okay. I'm just gonna rub it in my hands really quickly and just show you. It actually, what I love with hand and body lotions is that it's moisturizing, but that it's not super greasy, and that you can actually, like, you know, go on your phone afterwards after doing that. So I'm really glad that I picked up that set to go together. Okay, and for Stories number 2, this is a unisex scent, and it's supposed to, it took the founder back to her childhood, which I thought was really great. It was launched in 2018. It's got top notes of bergamot, rose, ginger, cardamom, and green tea. Middle notes of tobacco and cedar, and base notes of patchouli, amber, tonka bean, and musk. To me, this one does lean a bit more masculine to my tastes. That's why I did gravitate more towards number 1 for myself. But if you like darker fragrances, you want something with that tobacco, kind of like a stronger scent, this is a powerful fragrance, and I definitely got a powerful vibe from it. I will be having my husband try this one out to see. He's a fan of fragrances where the cedar isn't like super overpowering, and I feel like that might be this one here. So I'm gonna get him to try out Stories number 2. Otherwise, I absolutely love this whole collection, and it was such a great opportunity to be able to listen to the founder and designer talk about, you know, her process, and she's a mom, and it was just great to see a woman designing fragrances and her history and all of the, like, the schooling and everything she did to kind of go through this. And so I will 100% be on the lookout for any new fragrances that Stories come out with. As of right now, I'm absolutely loving this number 1, Spring and Summer. It is a beautiful floral for me, and I think it's a great scent that would be, you know, good for a lot of different events. Like, you want to go to a wedding, you want to have something memorable, you want to be, even, well, now that we're in COVID, I'm not sure how many weddings or how many times, you know, you can be a guest in one, but it's a memorable fragrance, and it was an absolute delight to attend that event and hear all about it. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have tried any of the Stories fragrances, number 1 or number 2, and what your thoughts are. And if you liked my video, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.